This is our main long-range forecast model, the CFS, the Climate Forecast System, and it goes out a full 798 hours into the future, which is over a month out into the future. These are just not all that applicable for storm chasing. It's very difficult for models to really ascertain the details of a specific event more than a few days out from an event, and even that can get a little dicey. So the long-range models are forecasting for weeks, even months out in advance. So these are just not all that reliable at all. So we really don't use long-range models in storm chasing, targeting, or severe weather forecasting for that matter. Medium-range models only go out several days in advance, so they are much more accurate than your long-range models. The farther out a model goes from its initialization, basically when it starts, the more error that creeps into the solution. So the long-range models, the farther out you go, weeks and months in advance, that's just going to be a solution that has a ton of error at that particular range. We start to lose a little bit of that error when we get to these medium-range models because we're only going out several days in advance. Now, still, the farther out you go from the initialization, the more error that creeps in. So still, these medium-range models start to be a little bit more erroneous more than 3-4 days out from the initialization periods. They should be used with a grain of salt. It is an issue with the medium-range models, but they are a little bit better, and they do give us a good picture of the overall, at least the overall skeleton of a severe weather event, the mid and upper level flow pattern, the moisture, etc.
Storm chasing is already tough. Dixie Alley makes it tougher. Free ebook link in description.
Now, the main medium-range models are going to be your GFS, which is the Global Forecast System, which you see here. That's our American model. And the ECMWF, the European Center for Medium-Range Weather Forecasts model, also colloquially known as the European or Euro model. So these are our two main medium-range models, the GFS and the Euro model. They both go out several days in advance, and they're going to have all of your main forecasting tools that you would want. They have your 500 millibar pattern, they have your 250 millibar pattern, so you can see that defluence aloft. They'll have the 700, 850 millibar pattern as well, down to the surface, your surface temperatures and pressures and dew points, etc. So all of these models are going to have basically all the tools that you would want forecast out to that several day period in advance. Short-range models only go out a couple of days to a few days at most. The NAM model, which you see here, the North American model, is a short-range model that only goes out 84 hours, which is 3.5 days. So the error in these short-range models is going to decrease compared to the medium and long-range models. Now, still there can be a bit of error that creeps in, especially at the tail end of the time domain of these short-range models. But overall, they're going to give you the exact same things that the medium-range models do. The 500 millibar pattern, 250 millibar pattern, surface pattern, etc. Anything you would want, the model is going to be able to forecast out into the future in the short range.
Remember to check out those links in the description below, and then watch another video.